and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. First item of business is approval of the November 7th business session minutes.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Next up, approval of the bills list. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next up, public comment.
Hello, everyone. I just want to let the council know that as of Tuesday, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall that heals, we have been accepted as the host city for this year. There was 143 applicants. It's going to 31 communities across the country, and we're one of them. So that will be July 29th through August the 3rd.
Well done, Tony.
We're going to need all the help we can get. It requires 150 to 200 volunteers over that week. So it takes a lot of people to make this happen. So we really do need all the help we can get for this. And with everyone's consent, I would love to be able to present this as the community of Buckner and friends hosting this with a joint venture between the city of Buckner, Believe in Buckner, and the Buckner Chamber of Commerce. That's kind of how we were wanting to present it. And that won't be final until December the 4th, I believe it is. So that's something we can talk about, and that's the direction I was wanting to go with it. So if you'll have input, I'd love to hear it and talk about it. We've got multiple meetings in the near future. I'll inform you guys of when those are going to be so we can start planning for this, raising funds for it, and making it happen.
When do you plan on getting this info out to the public?
We'll probably wait until the first of the year. I mean, we can talk about it and put it out. We're all in the clear for that now. I couldn't say anything about it until Tuesday.
Right.
They did a national press release. Now we can talk about it. It is ours. It is coming. So it's a done deal. We'll probably start really marketing and advertising it right after the first of the year.
Do you want me to make a graphic for the sign out the corner?
That would be awesome. Yep. And actually make multiples.
Okay.
So they don't get used to seeing just that same
Right.
thing. It changes, and then they can say, okay, what's that? They'll see what it is. And yep.
Okay.
Yep, that would be great if you would work on that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have some banners made, signage, news stations. You know, we want this to go off and be a big deal. Whenever they release it, it is a big deal, but we still have to make it all happen.
Okay.
So.
Thank you. Next up, the committee reports. Admin and finance, probably the only thing I would say of note is, and I haven't gotten to the bottom of it, but the general fund is lower than it's been probably in 6 or 8 months. So we're at about 17,000 right now. Was there any unusual expenses? I didn't.
No.
Right, we've been bumping around about 30, 35, and so we're about half of what we've been on the low and high end. It's been 65 or 70. So.
You say we're at 17?
Yes.
So these numbers don't.
What's that?
These numbers don't reflect 17. On the general fund, this is 8.
I think that's the balance of the checks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just right. That's the bills list. My apologies. So 17.
It's kind of
So it's really straightforward.
So we just transferred 18,000 into the account from payroll and from some other funds, credit cards, and all that. So it's up to 35 now.
That's about what normally.
Yeah, it's up to like 35.
Okay.
Because like we just transferred, we just had payroll on Wednesday, so we transferred 18,000 over to today. This morning we
Because
transferred.
the bank statement that I was working off of had 17,730.
Yeah, and we just, like I said, this morning we transferred 18,000 to make up the payroll.
Okay.
Okay, that makes me feel.
Yeah, it makes sense. And we got we should get another 12 to 14 grand here next week from franchise fee for Pemberton. So it's getting built back up.
And that was one of the things I was wanting to check on. Not that I'm crazy about it, but just as options. what are the limitations around franchise fees from a town this size? I know Evergy does, I think Spire does, but just making sure, like, I don't know that the cell phone company.
Yeah, we do. We get cell phone, like I said, LG, Spire, and we get Xfinity, Comcast,
Right.
and then we get also CenturyLink. They pay up for their.
Just, I'll follow up with you, but I just want to know what, like on the sales tax, we can't go higher than 2 cents, right? I mean, for a town our size.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, we have to give it give it to city attorneys because, I mean, right now, the two major ones, Evergy, Comcast, and Spire, they pay 5%, and that's done by our ordinance. I don't know if that ordinance matches state statutes, if that's a limitation.
Right.
Or if we can raise that, that'd be something we would have to give it to our attorney to find out.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Okay.
I'm not crazy about doing anything, but just know what our possibilities are because our bills aren't getting any smaller.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, public health and safety.
We issued 61 traffic citations, took 44 reports this month, 8 warrant arrests, 13 ordinance summons, and filed for 7 state warrants. We're going to have officers at the Christmas parade next weekend. And then we're right now in the process of planning for the Shop at Cop. I'm trying to get a date from the Oak Grove's Walmart so we can fit everything out. And then the schools give us a list of kids. We did 15 last year, we're hoping to do at least that again this time. And then just before you see it on Facebook, I'll let you know, one of our officers took flying lessons today and he was struck by a car directing traffic down here, 24 in Sibley. He was hit probably at a mile an hour. They put him up on the windshield and threw him off the car, but he just got scuffed up elbow and knee, so nothing major, but that happened around 11:30 today, noon, somewhere around there.
Well, can you report out on the Polaris issue? I don't know that everybody knows what happened there.
The Parks Polaris was taken by a juvenile. There was 2 juveniles on it. We got a call that it was taken and also got a second call that it had crashed at, well, actually between that there was a call of him driving excessive speed. But the last call was that there was a crash at 24 in Osage. They apparently were high rate of speed going down 24, trying to make the corner onto Osage and hit that telephone pole. Both of them were transported to the hospital. One's still in the hospital, and the other one is in juvenile right now. So that's the latest I have. I don't know. They were going to file charges. I think it was Friday, but I haven't heard back what it is yet.
Chief, the other one was released Sunday evening. The one that was in ICU.
Okay.
He got released Sunday evening.
I hadn't talked to the parents since Friday. But
She's on Facebook, and
Okay.
she announced it on there.
and the word we got from the hospital is he was going to recover and be fine, but it might take a bit.
And the machine is out back, right?
It was in Southport.
Yeah, we've got it in for evidence right now, because the Highway Patrol did a reconstruction on the accident for it. Or no, I'm sorry, not in Highway Patrol, Independence Crash Team came out and did a reconstruction on it for us, so we could determine speeds and all that. So.
We already turned to the insurance company. They're supposed to be getting an adjuster out to look at it. And what they told us is it'd be $1,000 deductible on blue bucket value of the clearance. So we just have $1,000 deductible.
How old is that Polaris?
2013.
13, yeah.
But we like I mentioned too, I forgot, it has a special hitch for a plow to be put on top in front of it, so we're gonna make sure that can be included in the cost also. Because it's a package on it.
It's under it now.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay. Any questions for the chief? All right, next up, park board.
Next
Your
week we're
Polaris was
doing.
stolen.
Yeah, quite a bit of excitement for the time. Thank God that they weren't hurt, worse than what they were. So we're doing the Christmas event November 30th, which is a week from Saturday. So we got the parade, the Mayor's Christmas tree lighting. We've got several of the choirs singing from different schools. And then we'll come back here for the hot cocoa, and kids will have crafts and decorate cookies and things. So y'all can make it.
On my calendar, I plan to be here.
We'll wait.
Anything else?
That's it. We'll talk about this here in a minute, right?
All right, planning and zoning, I don't know of anything.
We had a discussion tonight about a request, but other than that,
Public Works?
We're just going to put up the lights on Main Street starting tomorrow. And we're getting everything ready for the winter. Everything's looking good so far.
All the equipment's up to speed and ready to go.
Well, we got one truck that we're waiting on the parts for, but the other one, it's up and ready to go.
And I will, I don't know if it would have been better under admin and finance. I was thinking public works because I was thinking water. Last meeting, we discussed the ordinance on the rate change. Actually, Mr. Norris had a couple questions, which got me looking at the numbers again. And I think that we overstated, and honestly, sometimes they say the simplest way is the best way. If we do a $3 just base rate increase, that takes it to $20 a month and raises the bulk of it. And then next year, just do a $1 rate increase, and that will raise about $90,000 or so. And take up that $85,000 deficit over the course of 2 years. So, thought that the other was pretty convoluted when
using the chart.
Yeah, when I went in there, because each one had 2,000. There's 2,000 gallons per level, and it bills per 1,000, and so I think that I was understating the revenue, which would be understating the charge to the customer. So this is a lot easier, straightforward, the math I can vouch for without doubt. So
For everybody to understand.
So we will have that at the next meeting, right? The public hearing at the next meeting.
Well, the public hearing will be on the 19th,
Okay.
because we got to advertise in the paper, we got to advertise it at City Hall, and it's on our website. We have to advertise it for 30 days, so that'll be,
Okay.
the first meeting will be on the 19th. The second meeting will be the first meeting in January 2nd, I do believe it is. So,
So that's when we vote in January. We could get it on the January bill.
So we'll have to amend this again, not to say December, but January.
well, yeah, we'll bring it back in the whole new format, same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So I just wanted, in case you're wondering why last meeting we talked about it and then we didn't do anything, that was why. But I do appreciate Mr. Norris's question. It made me examine it again, and I think.
I just don't want somebody to burn my house down with the rate increase.
You can't afford the water to put on the line. Okay, that takes us, there is no old business, so, here's the festivals committee. I don't
See if they hear it.
I didn't know. Okay. All right. Now we'll go on to new business. Discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding a fence located at 324 South Central. Joe, you want to give us the rundown?
Yes, we have a question for a variance. He is wanting to put up a 4-foot fence. He lives on a corner lot there on South Osage and Washington. And according to the ordinance, it can only be a 3-foot fence, but it has to be 25 foot off the right of way, the road. But he is actually sitting back farther into his yard because that 25 foot is supposed to be from the center line of the road. He put it for the edge of the road. So I don't see a problem. I mean, Tony is the chairperson for the Planning and Zoning Committee.
With the setback that he's doing, it definitely increases visibility to where whenever you're at the stop sign, it'll be beyond the fence pretty much. But it's up to you guys to, of course, make that variance, but I don't see an issue with it, and Joe doesn't, to go that extra foot higher on the chain link fence.
And I may have missed it. Did the committee have a recommendation?
The recommendation was to allow it because of the additional setback he had but it takes your all's approval.
And like I said, it is a chain link fence, so it's not like it's a wooden fence, it's
Right,
like
you can't see through it.
see-through.
Yeah.
It is a chain.
It's a chain link, yes.
But
This was central in Washington, you said Osage.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's.
It's Washington and Central.
It's
Is that-
I'm sorry.
He's catty corner from Surplus.
Okay, is
Yeah.
that where Jordan Ellison used to
Yeah,
live?
yeah,
It's the house right in front of it, yeah, or next to it there,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. He's got the lot there beside his house to the south of his house is all vacant lot.
Across from the old fire station.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
What's the purpose of 4 foot versus 3 foot?
I'm sorry?
What's the purpose of being 4 foot instead of 3 foot?
Right here he is.
My wife and I are thinking about getting another dog, and we're looking husky, larger dogs like that. We feel it would be more easier for a dog to jump a 3 foot as opposed to a 4 foot. Originally, my wife and I had talked about a 5 or 6 foot fence to make sure the dog couldn't jump. But we've settled between ourselves and the fence company on a 4 foot fence. And measured from the edge of the road to the fence is 25 feet. Now, I don't know what it would be to the center line because I'm not sure exactly where the center line of the road is. So it'll be more than,
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be another 12 to 15 feet, you know, to the center line, 12 feet.
be almost 50 feet from the center line of the road.
Is there a fire hydrant or something?
Yeah, it's
On the
like that
corner,
but
it's
it
on the
has a
corner,
ramp.
nowhere near the
Outside
fence.
Okay,
Yeah, we're nowhere near the fence.
I have some pictures here if you'd like to see them.
sure.
I think this gentleman here can testify that this is the fire hydrant. This light green line is my property line, and that's where the fence will be.
Okay.
And here's a diagram of what we would be putting up.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone have questions for the gentleman?
I have a question by end, while I'm not initially opposed to this, just how big of a Pandora's box we can open when we do one?
Good question.
A Pandora's
I mean,
box for what?
How- Other people want to put fences around their yard.
They'll let me take them on a basis, and each and every one on their own recommendation or on basis.
Because that makes me, if we're gonna do this for everybody, why do we have the ordinance? So,
Because I guess it's because of the distance between the center of the road and where the fence actually
That's
sits.
it.
I guess what kind of fence it is too.
And as I say, it's chain link, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, chain link.
So you can see through, if it was a wooden,
Yeah, then that
8 foot
would-
privacy fence, I would have a different opinion.
Exactly, yeah.
And if it was kind of like the one down here on Hudson where the fence comes clear out by the sidewalk, I would not recommend anything like that. You know, I would want to stay with that 3 foot ordinance that we have. I would not want a variance at all. But because of the way he's bringing it back like that, I think that the safety issues.
Yeah, I personally don't think it's gonna be an issue
Yeah.
safety-wise, being chain link that far off the road, so.
The fence will be on the property line and not in the right of way between the property line and the roadway.
Yeah, it won't be an easement.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any additional discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Happy fence building.
Thank you, people. Appreciate that.
All right, the next up, discussion and consideration of possible action regarding contract for fireworks in the park.
You're up again.
Madam President, would you like to?
The park board would like to go ahead and have the city sign a 3-year contract with them again.
And this will be the park board doing this
Yes,
as far as the funding mechanism?
yes, unless the city would happen to have extra funds to help us out, but otherwise, yes. We've approved that for y'all to sign the contract with Premier for them out on there.
Any questions?
Just let's make it clear who's, the wording is who's signing the contract, the city or the park board.
The city is. I mean,
The park can't,
Because of the.
we can't sign contracts,
Yeah,
the city has to do
board
it.
can't encumber the
Yeah,
council.
okay.
So we decided if they will be funded. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Or I'll second, either way.
Any other questions, concerns, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay.
Fireworks it is. Discussion, consideration, of possible action regarding Hudson Rooms request.
Yeah, I was contacted by the owner of the Hudson Inn, and they was wanting to do an event Sunday, December 8th, from 2 to 4, I believe it is. Oh.
Yep.
She comes good.
I what do you mean? I came to you last time. We had that Ghouls Night in October, which was fabulous. We were crazy busy, standing room only. I think Tammy Sue's did just as well. So we're doing a sip and shop, and it's on a Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. She has vendors coming in here to City Hall, I believe, and then she'll be open, and then we'll be open. So it's just 2 of our businesses that will be open. But we're asking to do the same as we did for the Ghouls Night, to allow them to carry their drinks for that afternoon, just for the afternoon.
Concerns, chief?
They've done it before, we had no problem.
Like the chief said, we've done before, motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Set them up, Joe.
Come on down.
All right, next up, elected officials' comments.
I have a couple.
Okay.
Have we started on the pothole repairing?
We did today.
Are we gonna be, did we finish, or is there gonna be some other?
Oh, we're gonna keep it up until they're done, until we can't do it again. Until it's too cold.
Say that, what
How cold is too cold?
Well, the stuff that we have can go below, 20 below, so.
come on, well, we'll expect you after a week.
You know what? I am very warm-blooded, so I don't have a problem doing them. That's exactly what happened today.
Are we gonna be doing more tomorrow, or next
Oh, yeah.
week? Okay,
Most definitely, tomorrow afternoon.
okay.
In the morning, we'll do the lights up the main street and
Yep.
all that, so.
Yeah, I didn't know how much I'd like to do the light.
Yeah, it's gonna take pretty much all day, ain't it?
What, the lights? I don't know, depends on how many people we have to help us.
I'll be at work.
No, we're definitely gonna get back on those though, Jimmy.
Okay. Is there an update on the collection box at Hostetter and Park?
Yes, I just talked to Jim Ross this afternoon, and he wants to sit down with you and go over some plans to make sure everybody's on the same page, because there's several ways to do it. There's a cheap way that can be done, but it won't be very effective, or we can, it'd be wasted money, or we can do it.
Then why would we
step-
even consider that?
Huh?
If it won't work and it's a waste of
I know,
money.
that's why he wants to sit down and
Yeah, why would we?
work it out,
entertain
and
that
then
idea?
bring something forward to the board. So he wants me and Jim Jones to sit down and kind of get the plan going and see what's best, because it's
As
gonna
long
be a
as I
cost
don't
to
have to
it.
bring a shovel.
Huh?
As long as I don't have to bring it.
So whenever you get a chance, we'll get a schedule, me, you, and Jim Jones will sit down, kind of get a detailed plan before we bring it to the board, and that way we can have
That'll
a
be
cost
anytime
estimate.
soon?
What's that?
Anytime soon?
Yeah, well, right now he's in South Dakota, he's headed back home, so,
Good for him.
yeah, so whenever you get time.
Just let me know.
Okay, I'll set a meeting up.
And I'd just like to reiterate what Madam Park Board President indicated was next Saturday, the 30th, if you can be here for the parade and the tree lighting, it'd be great to have a chance to support for the board and just be here to see what the kids are doing.
You said the 30th?
Yes,
What time does that shindig start?
6 o'clock.
6?
Parade starts at 6. We expect you to do the sing along too.
And you might have noticed, I guess it was the high school art club, some of the art on the front doors. I was wondering whether those, that was real or a window clink, and he said it was the kids at the high school that did that. Got some other artists here in town. And if no one else has anything, I think we're to adjourn.
Adjourn.
Do I have a second? Second. Yeah, you get your name in the minutes now. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned.
Joe, you want Ruben's stuff here?
How you been?